If y'all are ready, does somebody want to recap?
God, what do we even do?
I can try.
We kicked butt.
Session 7, sponsored by Oral-B Glide Flossers.
Mm-hmm.
Kissiv leads Wrexham to a snow-capped mountain, and just the two of them. They rest, and Wrexham experiences visions of the future of the site where the facility is eventually constructed. In the vision, he sees a nearby town, which is not existing anymore today. It's where we meet Kissiv's horse, and Wrexham is woken up by Kissiv's horse. Legoyne destroys a zombie mass, retreats back to the ship. This is the combat, so. Zombie mass hurls its own body parts at Arthur. Another mass attacks Eldon, and one attack lands. But Eldon repels the mass 10 feet away with Wrath of Storm and Thunderbolt Strike. Sophina grabs a scimitar from the display and chucks it at the huge zombie mass, but it misses. Lands on the floor. Short. Traffy repels the huge zombie mass with a channel divinity to frighten the undead creature. Eldon uses Turn Undead, and one zombie mass fails and is instantly destroyed. Eldon attacks the zombie mass that's saved with the spiritual weapon. Arthur flies over to the zombie mass and attacks. Legoyne picks up scimitar and dashes to the horse. Traffy saves to remove poison. Traffy casts Inflict Wounds on the huge zombie mass. Eldon dashes to the fog cloud, attacks the huge mass with spiritual weapon. Arthur flies over and attacks the huge mass. Legoyne sits atop the horse, slashes a burning gash into the horse's back. Sophina casts Toll the Dead on the mass. Traffy slashes with one of his great axe attacks. The huge mass attempts to engulf Arthur. Eldon misses with Toll the Dead. Spiritual weapon hits. Eldon retreats into the fog cloud. Arthur saves on grappling, attacks the huge mass. Legoyne adds bleach into the cavity in the horse and puts a lit torch under the horse's leg. Bleach area.
I gotta say something about the bleach real quick. I forgot to mention. Bleach, not flammable. Just so everyone knows, bleach is not flammable.
I thought he was putting it in to make a poisonous gas. It's like bleach plus ammonia or something like that.
Yeah.
Makes like chloroform, or not chloroform.
Okay.
I think
Mustard
that was
gas,
the intent,
essentially.
I think the intention was an
It
explosive.
became a bomb, and then it became a bomb at some point. And I remember thinking the exact same thing with the fire. I'm like, bleach is 100% not flammable.
Yeah. It was funny nonetheless. But
yeah,
sorry, carry on.
I remember. Yeah.
Selfina hits with spiritual weapon and Toll the Dead. Traffy throws a couple javelins. The huge mass pulls Arthur out of wild shape. Eldon tells Traffy telepathically he's hiding in the fog cloud. Hits the mass with light crossbow and spiritual weapon. Arthur dismounts the huge zombie mass, retreats away. Legoyne creates an illusion of meat smell by the horse. Selfina investigates the main front door where she learns it's highly durable. Thick metal bars, solid metal doors behind the bars. There appear to be no damage sustained on the main door. Selfina uses spiritual weapon again. Traffy hits with 2 javelin throws. The huge mass saves against being lured by the meat illusion. The huge zombie mass absorbs one of the fallen masses, hurls some parts at Traffy, who fails a strength save, becomes restrained. Eldon drops the huge mass with spiritual weapon. Then we find the 6th floor key on the front desk. Inside the right display box where Traffy breaks the glass, grabs a ring, boots, potions, and a necklace. 6 potions of long rest. Traffy's javelin is a +3 javelin. Selfina has Identify to reveal Defender, Scimitar, Dragon Wing, Hand Crossbow, Ring of Regeneration, Necklace of Fireballs, Boots of Spider Climbing. In memoriam and remembrance of a dear loving friend, And hell of a coworker is written on a statue of a man. Arthur casts divination, asking Sylvanas, how will the party survive this lockdown? She points behind Arthur, and it's pointing at the 6th floor entrance or doorway. We return to our favorite courtyard and use the long rest potions before setting off down to the 6th floor. Maybe that's a little ahead of ourselves. Arthur gives random patches to the party. Eldon rolls 2 mastiffs. Traffy rolls the same. Legoyne has a 24-foot ladder. Selfina rolls a window. Traffy gives his mastiffs food. One animal handling check has them nip his hand. Eldon coaxes his with food and it goes pretty well. He hopes they'll allow him to ride them. Legoyne leaves the ladder in the courtyard. Eldon talks to Sheila with divination, asks about surviving or seeking explanation for the facility attack. She advises to determine for himself the actions that will be worth taking in the time ahead. Selfina is focused on her survival instincts, and Traffy and Legoyne play dragon chess. That's all I have.
Thorough. It's good.
I loved when I was reading the combat. Every time we got to Legoyne's turn, it was just absolutely nuts.
It's a mad scientist, man.
Mm-hmm. Great recap.
Yes, thank you, Brad.
Welcome.
All right. No prologue. I think I'm pretty happy with where honestly we ended with those. So we find ourselves in the garden.
Sponsorship.
This week we are sponsored by insulin because you know, got to make the money to pay for the insulin somehow.
Hey, that works.
Cool. Then we find ourselves in the garden. Assuming everybody has finished their drinks and taken the rest. Anything anybody else wants to throw in before we move on?
I make a perception check on any side effects listed on the side of the bottle.
Sure, make a medicine check.
Here we go. Boom.
25. Yeah. Pretty much the warning on the label just says you're only supposed to take 1 per week. You're not supposed to overdo it on these. Obviously, it's not a replacement for sleep, so you would assume that just don't overdo it. It'll be all right.
And
It seems
anal
like,
leakage.
And yeah.
It has
Anal
like separate
fissures.
doses for adults and children.
Not for children under 12 years old. Consult with your doctor before consuming.
Anal leakage is my character's norm at his age, so.
Fair.
No bother. Give me the whole thing.
Status quo.
Take 3 a week.
The dance at the courtyard when he's growing plants is just shaking everything loose in his system.
Before we head out, Legoyne, you seem to have worked the closest with Visick. Is there any information that you'd remember about him that might be helpful for us?
I am not sure who this Visick is that you're saying about.
Kiss him, whatever. I have dyslexia. I'm dyslexic.
He is a good scientist. I work with him on many projects. He seems a bit crazy, but his ideas are mostly good.
All right.
One time he took my truffle out of refrigerator and didn't say anything about it. I never tell him that I know it was him who stole them. But I know.
It's time to pay back for that truffle.
Yes, I think now is appropriate time.
Yeah. You did mention Traffy. Something about, I believe you said it was undead or fiendish aura coming off of him, I think.
Yeah, when he was downstairs dialoguing in front of us, I ran a simple divine sense over him, and I got back fiendish. It was fiendish undead, and that was it. I think. Okay, yeah, fiendish and undead. So if anybody has anything that helps combat those things, I'd make sure they're prepared.
DM has can we try to decide if Eldon's ever done any exorcisms or any religious things with undead in his past?
I think you can decide that.
I think the likelihood's pretty low. Yeah.
What do you mean by
Mostly
like
community
exorcism,
work.
like traditional?
Like I don't know if that yeah, it exists in Christianity in our world, but
Yeah.
I don't know about this, Tempest domain religions with Sheila from the halfling deity, so I was wondering if you knew any more.
I always think maybe at a baseline, like you maybe learned about some of that stuff, but as far as like practical application, it's like when you go through school and you learn algebra, it's like, okay, how many of us use algebra in life nowadays?
Right. Anything over 8th grade algebra is probably unlikely.
Exorcism 101.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exorcism 101.
Okay, well, those of you who haven't already, you can take a long rest.
Switched all of my spells.
Oh,
My browser is still loading, so I haven't gotten to my character sheet yet.
Wow, that internet's great.
Yeah, it really is helping me out tonight.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I'll pull up Barlos's character sheet and I'll do everything for him.
Perfect.
I still need a long rest, though.
Yeah.
I think I did it last week, but I can't remember if I did it or not.
Not. Should
Yeah,
I
just
put a
hit it
long rest
again.
for you?
You did not.
Oh, at least Discord loaded. I can switch back over to
You
that.
are long rested, sir.
Did any of our things come back after a long rest, like that we took, as far as the skill things or the
Your
Oh.
belly
ability?
damage
Yeah.
did not come back.
Okay.
I'm
Do
forever
I have
dumb.
a +1 to charisma now that I have 2 dogs with me?
Oh, yeah, I have
I will.
somewhere.
Well, I forgot about the dogs. I will like to react to elaborate once again that these are wild dogs. It's not like you didn't summon these dogs magically. They're not fey beings that follow you around.
Yep.
It's not a find familiar spell.
Well,
if
one thing I could ask, do they seem to react to any sense of danger on this floor while we're here?
But they seem pretty. I mean, they eventually go to sleep or lay down and kind of bum out. You guys fed them for a while and tried to be their friends. Selfina has a dog that she could entice to follow her if she so chooses.
Yeah. I think it was more of a like I have a companion to pet for an hour while I contemplate how to survive. Leave him some treats and Just keep the door cracked so if they want to go roam the cafeteria,
Yep.
end up like Resident Evil dogs.
God. Yeah. You guys take your rest. Hour or so goes by. You feel fresh and rejuvenated, and those of you who are spellcasters feel reinvigorated with your arcane power. And you all head down to the door, which you now have a key to.
Gonna stand around the corner.
I'll Treffy will open it up. It's fine.
Door fucked me up earlier.
Yeah,
Are we
that's
all-
good.
We all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, once again, it looks like a well-guarded wall. Like maybe there was like a painting here or something before that is no longer on display, but there's a small hole which conveniently fits the key. You push it in and twist it, and the illusion on the wall begins to fade, as well as a magical barrier that kind of glistens with this light bluish arcane energy. It does like a downward dissolve, fades from the surface. You were left with a plain looking wooden door, it would seem. Which stands out quite oddly from the rest of this place because most other things are stone doors here.
Just look back and I'll just open the door. I mean, I don't know if any of these guys want to stand back or not.
Nope.
All right. Opening it up.
Okay, you open the door, and there's complete blackness on the other side. Those of you with dark vision would notice pretty easily that it's not just dark, it is a magical darkness. Pretty easy to tell the difference.
Magical darkness in the sense of like the darkness spell, or is that what you mean by that?
Yeah, I believe that's darkness is also magical darkness. Basically, like you shine light on it, and it just doesn't permeate.
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna take out Lightbringer, that dagger, and he's just going to kind of try to cut the darkness with it. Does anything happen?
No, nothing happens. But it does just kind of, it's not solid. It just feels like air, kind of where you're poking through.
Lagoin will chuckle a little bit when you try and do that.
I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay.
Lagoin will follow.
Yeah, you step through. Probably kind of fumbling your way around in the darkness, like those haunted houses where it's just nothing but blackness. Your eyes are wide open, and it's almost like stepping into another world. Complete blackness, no sound, nothing at
Can we
all.
talk? Are you guys still up there? I say as I'm like trudging through the darkness behind the other two.
I mean, I didn't walk very far in. I just like walked through just to see if it was a weird curtain, like a
Okay.
darkness curtain.
I
Is it-
follow them. Do I collide into one of them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, eventually, probably.
Okay.
If it's still dark, I'd reverse out if I could.
You got an Arthur in your way, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out.
Okay.
When he turns around, Arthur
Let's-
just kind of like koala jumps on him, so he can just
That
kind of
works.
walk me out through the darkness.
Let's go get the others and make sure we're all together when we enter.
All right, buddy.
Lagoin, seems like it's pretty dark in there. I don't know. Like maybe just everybody grab a person in front of them, their shoulder, and walk together.
I will go first.
All right.
The person behind the going's grabbing his fucking mini ballista.
Yeah.
Can Eldon jump on a mastiff, try to ride it, and follow everyone in?
All right, let the dogs go.
I think
You go back up 2 floors. Roll me. We already rolled anyway and link checks, and you rolled fine.
Right, but it wasn't. So you're saying it wasn't sufficient to.
He's not friendly enough to let you jump on him
Aw.
Dang.
for
I
any
lost-
amount of time, let alone ride him into battle.
Eldon, he won't be safe in there. It's
Yeah,
better to
you're
leave him be.
Yeah. Some pretty serious magic there.
that being
Well-
said, I'm gonna jump on Lagoin and ride him into battle.
You're light enough. You can...
Can you carry
Um,
another 95 pounds?
Can Eldon?
Yeah. How much? Yeah. How much? Eldon, how much do you weigh, and how much does Artie weigh?
Oh, I weigh
pushed him.
nothing, man. I
I
weigh
probably don't
40
weigh a lot.
pounds. But I
You were
have
40. That's it.
Yeah, let me check my
I weigh
And-
150.
plus 72.5 pounds.
Okay, so that's 115 basically.
Yeah.
Then how much is you plus your carrying weight? What are you carrying, Artie? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can carry both of you guys and your everything.
I have
159
Eldon is
plus
Eldon a halfling?
115.
equipment
Sounds a
24
halfling.
pounds, backpack 59 pounds.
So you said you're 150 plus 59?
Oh, it says weight carried. It only says 30 pounds. Why does it only say 30 pounds there?
Oh, I can definitely carry you both easily. My carrying capacity is 570.
He's gonna Oreo them.
Yeah, you guys
Stack
aren't
them
very
together.
tall, right? Just hang out on my shoulders or something.
I'm going to I'm gonna practice using my boots of spider climbing and just stick to his back like this. Like
That's
perpendicular
perfect.
lines. So I'm just his back.
All right, Eldon, you go on my shoulders, shoulder carry,
Nice.
and then I'll get back here, and then you'll stick on me.
Make sure you sticks like center of mass.
Do you want to mount the ballista, Selfina? I checked my carrying capacity and I am also at 570, so you could easily hop on and I would be fine still.
I just wanna be carried like a 6-year-old. I really don't care about the ballista because I can't see.
Right. What's it gonna do?
I kind of like the image of Traffy like flexing one arm and I'm just dangling off it, like at least I'd like kids.
Eldon, I have to be able to hold my shield and my weapon.
And Artie's like, you grab
You have a
grab
shield?
around like the ankle, like you have the kid like strapped around your leg. He's like dragging Artie.
Yeah, like the weight shackle.
DM, does my light cantrip do anything if I cast it on my shield to the darkness?
It does not do anything to this darkness.
All right, let's say Traffy and Lagoin walk right next to each other, so abreast we're going, and then everybody else are in their places.
Great. Yeah, you guys walk through this abyss of darkness. Probably 30 seconds. And you come out the other end.
Still dark. Oh, no, it's not. I had to zoom out.
Yeah, me too.
First thing of note, we don't go down any stairs, which is an odd thing. Thing is, all different levels seem to just go down the flight of stairs and come to a new place. This doesn't actually go down a flight of stairs. Come to the door, which isn't a door, it's just an open doorway. Across the other side. And the architecture in this room is a bit different. Most of the facility is very clean and kept. All of the stone is finished, beautiful. Even the areas that are like employee access only, still a very nice facility. The floors and the walls here, still stone, but they seem unfinished. There's a dankness about this area. Almost like you feel like you're in a cave. You have that weird moisture in the air. And with the unfinished walls and the ceilings and the floor, it almost feels like someone just set up shop in a cave. The next thing that immediately catches your eye is these blue circles that you guys see in the map. They're actually giant specimen tubes filled with liquid. And above game, any of you guys who have watched anything sci-fi ever, it's kind of like where they would keep biological experiments, except these at the moment are empty. Still radiating and glowing, but all these mysterious tubes that seem like they once or at some point could hold biological specimens in some sort of form of stasis are strewn throughout the room. And as well, you peek around, and through the cracks that you can see between these tubes, you see desks, bookshelves, very primitive setups of workstations for people.
No privacy in this open concept design.
Very northern realms.
And it is funny you say that, because there is the space between these tubes is more expanse in some areas, and it does seem like some people tried to kind of set up
Set them up.
in areas where they could get a little bit of privacy.
hmm
This guy
Except
over
for-
here
except-
didn't want to deal with anybody. He said,
Yeah.
I'm going to build my desk into the corner.
You guys always make fun of me. I'm
I
staying.
would have done that, but I would have had my back facing the wall. instead
Yeah.
of my desk.
hmm
He's a sloppy workstation. I mean, look at his shelf. It's just all turned over.
Can I do
Legoin
a...
would like to inspect one of the tubes, doesn't matter which one, to see if he could open it up.
Sure. Roll a investigation check.
Before I do that, I would like to use a bone. Oh, first of all, did we ever answer the question if our stats went back to normal?
They did not.
Okay. No worries. I would still like to inject myself with my sagacity mutagen to boost my intelligence back up.
Sure.
And drop my charisma even more.
Was there a specific, like, the mutagens, is it like your traditional, like you have like a syringe with like a needle, or is it like an aerosol? You like take big fucking breath,
Like Bane
or is it just
style.
a potion?
For Legoyne, is he typically, like, all of his spells or features, you'd see him carrying big canisters on his back, like on a strapped to his tool belt, and he has those hoses running down his arms so he can use like guidance, and that's where he shoots his thorn whip out of. So you would, I suppose, Selfina and Traffy for sure would know that the tubes running down his arms are not just like strapped there, they're just connected into his arms. So the mutagens will run down the tubes and just inject themselves directly into his bloodstream through his arms. So it's like a bunch of different tiny pricks, and his solutions go straight into his body. So he can just like constantly pump himself up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want that in real life.
Right, yeah. Okay, cool. Investigation. Not at advantage. There we go. Natural 20 for a 29.
Boy,
Beesh. Beesh.
You do see how they are opened. There's like kind of like a valve that's turned and physically opens through a door on one of the sides. But you can't just open it with the liquid inside. There is a safety measure on it that you have to drain the liquid first. Then basically the fail safe turns off and you can turn the crank and open it up.
Does the liquid drain into the floor? Like, is there a drainage system built in?
It does seem that way.
Okay.
With a natural 20, yeah, you found out where to drain it if you'd like.
I want the liquid. That's what I want. I want to get a piece of that liquid.
you can just shatter the container.
Okay, so this is what I want to try and do. If you'll allow, since I with a nat 20 figured out how it works. I would like to start draining the liquid, and whatever check you deem appropriate, attempt to break the top portion of the tube when it's almost drained, and reach in and grab some. So I don't want to break it and have it go all over the place, but whatever you think is appropriate. If I can break it and time it right to get some liquid in a couple of vials.
Sure. You hit the release on the liquid. It starts draining. Wait for the right time, and now I'd like you to make an athletics check.
11.
Um,
Not as good.
not as good. And with your investigation, and your first couple strikes at it, you're realizing that this is some pretty durable material. Probably for the sake of whatever was being kept inside that didn't want to get out. Um, but the liquid finishes draining. And there is maybe a vial's worth of liquid at the bottom if you were to open the door and just kind of scoop it out.
Perfect.
Doesn't seem like the drainage hole is small and inefficient. There's some there at the bottom, so easy enough to do.
Great. I would like to, as carefully as possible, without attempting to not get any on my hands, I will take one of my canisters and fill it with the liquid. Great.
You have a canister of hibernation goo.
Nice. That's all I'd be doing for now.
Can I make a
One.
perception check to see if I can detect any dangers or security measures that might be in this room?
You mean like by security measures? You mean like are there like automatons waiting to attack you if you touch the wrong thing?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
seeing orbs.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot we can do it here. Wow, that sucks. 2 3s plus 6, 9.
No, nothing like that. It seems pretty empty. What you do see is at the far end of the room, there's a door, a large double door entryway, 15 feet wide, probably 20 feet tall.
Okay.
And yeah, everything else is already stated.
I
But
think I would just hang out in the middle of the room here and
Can
just
I give
head on a swivel while people are doing stuff.
Can I give guidance to Arthur? Just kind of tag along with him.
sure.
As
Yeah,
we're
Arthur,
gonna jump
Arthur,
off
what-
of Trappy's back.
Arthur, what are you doing?
Are there any? I know they're empty, but are there any labels on these things with like specimen numbers?
Yeah, no check required. The tanks have a number on them. They seem numbered between 1 and 100. There are also dates on them. And that's about it.
No zero.
Arthur-
Starts at 1.
Arthur has a weird thought, and he's gonna stumble over here, and Eldon can kind of follow him. He wants to look at the dates on just these 4 tubes. Like he's not gonna look at all of them, but like these 4 tubes. Does he see his birth date on any of them?
That's pretty funny.
He's been here for so long, like his entire life. He's now questioning like when he first got here and his origin.
I'm gonna roll a d100. I'm gonna have you roll a d100.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me what you rolled.
This is the most important role of the entire campaign, right here.
Do you have inspiration?
52.
There is not one with your birthday. But there's a couple that are the same month as you, maybe a couple years off.
Okay.
Which is kind of surprising to you because that's a while ago. Arthur's not young. He's not a young chicken.
Right. Interesting. Guys, I think this room, despite the awful decor and management of it, I feel like it's actually been here for a long, long time. You would think they'd have enough time to put up cubicle walls or something, but look at these years. And I point out how old some of these specimens allegedly are.
It could be that, or perhaps they transferred the specimens from somewhere else. Maybe.
Oh, that's a good point. And Arthur will just walk on. That makes total sense. So Arthur gets it. He'll just like look at some of the stuff in this desk area.
The old man that Eldon is, he would comment on, I've never seen science, whatever. It's like, I don't understand these computers. Like he'll call them computers.
He-
They are.
He's actually way more advanced than anybody else here. What is computer?
Cool. What is Selfina doing?
Looking for anything regarding specimen 0. in the workstations.
Great. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Let's see. I forgot knowledge domain such a weak cleric class. I only have a plus 11.
I don't think I said weak. I said boring and uninteresting.
Boring. I rolled like shit if it makes you feel any better.
And you,
4, that equals 15.
You also said it's a very niche class, and I feel like this is the niche for that subclass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's true.
I just wanted to pretend to be offended.
Excuse me.
And that one didn't get a lot of comments, but some of those lists that I do, people are like
Mhm.
up in arms.
Fired up.
How dare you disrespect my favorite subclass in the whole game?
No, that is 100% why I actually played this, because it's very niche. And I'm like, I want to play something that has. I could roll a 4 and still have 15.
Yeah. So with the 15, you don't find anything specifically mentioning Specimen 0. You do, however, see collections of notes regarding what was probably kept in these tubes. Scrolling through, you see a lot of stuff talking about success and failure in incredibly small or large bounds. You know, earlier dates things are kind of like, yeah, well, we created the specimen, and it melted within a day. And then as it kind of progresses, they get, more leaps and bounds of success. And then it starts becoming, okay, we have like a stable physical specimen. It maintains its shape and size. I think we're onto something, but it doesn't seem satisfactory to Kissiv's standards. And then you start seeing a pattern of, this is it, we're perfect. No, Kissiv vaxxed it. And as the notes go on, you begin to notice a trend of people's dissatisfaction working for Kissiv. And where they think that they're on the forefront of what you can only imagine is they're basically creating clones for the clone spell. It seems like they're trying to alter the clones in some way to Kissiv standards. And he's not happy with it. And they feel like they're making great strides in the field. And they are, by any standards that you can set for this, the science. But Kissiv's not satisfied. That's what you pick up on with the 15.
Nice. Well,
I just made a connection that I don't know exists for sure or not with my game.
Oh,
Go ahead.
And if it does exist, you're so smart for doing this on purpose. Is this a precursor to the Visic fight that I had you guys do with all of the level 20 characters?
It is.
Oh, fuck me, dude. That's such a good oh man, that's so awesome.
Wait, the last
I
scene of
immediately
the
thought
first
about
chapter?
that.
Is that what we're talking about?
We only fought a clone?
It's so
Wow.
good. It's so good. No, when
Remember
I
all the
had
clones in the
unique characters
Dark
for all of
Papa
the
guy?
guys,
Yeah,
and whenever you killed them, a new Visic popped out of those tombs.
They
Yeah.
were like little coffins or something, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
The
so
side
good.
the side quest we did.
What a,
Or wait, no,
what-
no. Oh,
It was
okay.
part of a prologue. It's like
Yeah,
a,
it was part of a 4-hour-long prologue.
Okay.
Um,
I just
that Barlos, that was the moment you were supposed to have during the last prologue.
Oh man,
Because
That was-
he, I guess maybe
With
this
the horse?
wasn't clear enough. No, not the horse one, the one before that.
Oh, okay.
the horse.
So basically, what had happened was
Improvised one.
what had happened was
figured it out, and he.
is homegirl. I guess I should be kind of above game about this at this point. So Althea had basically made a deal with Asmodeus. And
Asmodeus.
Kissiv had helped her make that like helped equate them. So he introduced her to Asmodeus at some point, or a ritual that could get her in contact with him. And their idea was that she was going to make a deal to save her father's life. Then they let her father die, or it seemed like her father died to the public eye. And the thought was that she had made a deal to bring him back. But in actuality, what she had done was made a deal for power to bring him back. So she had the power, used that power, obviously wasn't super familiar with it, ended up really fucking up her dad. Kissiv eventually caught on to this, and the whole time was working on the ability to of the clone spell, basically to live after his own death in another body. And he had figured out that the body of her father had power at some point, and that if he died, he was going to take over that body because he had infernal power without having to make a deal with the devil. So Althea feels true colors, kills Kissiv. He takes over the body, and then he uses that body to do that.
It's so good. I did not get it then, but now that you explain that and seeing this is great. What a great time.
So is the old friend physics or Kissiv's old body, original body? The statue's upstairs.
Yeah, they would be.
Like his original body.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Because he can't be walking around in the new body with statues of himself all around.
Right. Wild. I was not picking up on that at all.
Yeah, anyway, here you guys are. In
I
the
found
war
this
effort.
old yogurt cup. Do you think it has anything to do with the situation? It's like showing it
Taste
to
of the sea.
Selfina.
I don't think so, but these are all clone tubes.
Sure. Right. I'll go keep watching the door.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck a clone tube is, but great.
Are these clone tubes all empty?
They are all empty.
Damn. Man, it'd be really fun if there was a way to, thinking kind of above game, but serious at the same time. There's a way to figure out how to like set ourselves into these like to make ourselves clones, and then like if we proceeded further and like had a big battle, it would be like a save point.
Yeah, clone's just like an 8th level spell.
Yeah, just I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too
What's
Yeah.
clone?
time consuming.
It is
Is
an 8th
clone
level spell.
immediate, or
Simulacrum.
does it take time to do?
Or
It's
The
like 30
simulacrum takes
It's like
a long
30
time.
days, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's 120 days.
listen,
Guys,
guys.
120
All we
days.
have, if we have 120 days worth of food and water and air,
The most expensive thing is the vessel, which you guys already have. You also need a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, and 1 cubic inch of flesh of the creature that is to be cloned.
Oh, simulacrum is the quick one. I thought that it was switched. Simulacrum takes 12 hours. It's an illusory duplicate. Clone
Yeah.
is
different.
I thought they
Okay.
were swapped.
Hmm.
I've never seen either of those spells actually cast.
Fina has a consideration and then just carries on and just sees what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Yep. What is everyone else doing?
Can Eldon kind of try to understand the magical darkness we just walked through and just see if there's anything in this room that leads to that? Some kind of explanation for it.
What specifically are you looking for to explain it?
Just
Are,
looking
are
through
you
the-
are you are you investigating the darkness? Or are you looking for like a book or something talking about it?
Yeah, pretty much. If any of the workstations or books have anything on the magical darkness spell that we just went through.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I imagine it's just a storage closet with a bunch of other clones in it.
Right.
15.
With a 15, you do find a desk that seems to belong to somebody who might have been in charge of security of this place at some point. They talk at some length about the door and the keys and who should be allowed to have access to the keys. What do we do in the event of a lost key? Then talks about the installation of the gate as kind of a failsafe to have basically 2 keys to get in. And then a very brief sentence or two kind of whining about the insistence that we put this blackness in as a way to dissuade people if they've ever made it this far, that maybe once they see this, they'll get scared and turn away. That's
Okay.
it.
Would Legoyne have any inkling that Kissev was working on cloning magic?
Yeah, you search back through your memories, which are like a filing cabinet to you. And you had previously picked up on the thought that he might have been working on time travel because he talked about like redoing mistakes and stuff like that. And seeing all this, and Selfina saying out loud, you think, well, maybe not, or maybe he was also working on this. Just a lot. You remember a lot of cryptic one-liners of him saying stuff like, "Oh, we can always go back and fix this. Nothing's beyond fixing," and stuff like that. You know, where complete disregard for safety and stuff like that. Which maybe didn't take a Legoyne. Maybe Legoyne also has a complete disregard for safety.
Oh, he for sure does, but not because he knows he can get cloned, just because he always thinks he's right.
So
He'll always
maybe,
think his way out of whatever.
maybe at the time you it didn't catch you, but kind of start connecting some dots, and maybe, yeah.
Making that connection, or like starting to piece it together at least. I want to. Lagoin would want to get to him as soon as possible. So, assuming that he's not in this room, if nobody has tried to investigate that yet, I would kind of look around and see if he's here. But if not, I would try and coax the party to proceed.
Yeah,
To
make
try
a
and find
perception check. I don't know if Traffy out loud had said, we're safe in here or not.
I don't think I would. I mean, I just did my perception check to look for obvious security concerns. Nothing
Yeah.
super specific.
Yeah, you guys seem like the only ones here. You hear a noise that kind of creeps you out every once in a while, and it's somebody dropping a book on accident.
I did want to do one thing, which would be use a divine sense.
Okay. 60 feet.
Yep. Celestial, fiend, undead.
Got
That's
nothing in this room.
okay.
Cool. I have to take a leak. What about? Perfect.
Yeah, pee time. Well,
Eco
that was
pee.
fast.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, what the fuck? Well, it's weird because it looks different. Like it looks the same for me, but whenever you do stuff on
Mhm.
my screen, it looks way different.
Really?
Yeah,
Let me-
it's all different, and you can do like
Whoa.
cones. It's gonna be great for any type of area of effect. So nice.
Oh, that's
Oh, you're
sweet.
You
Like,
can change it by
cones.
degrees. 90-degree cone, 45. You can
What is
round the
that?
cone off.
What is that even in?
In the snap tool. So if you go to measure, you can do line, square, circle, cone.
Yeah.
Snap to center, snap to corner. Okay.
What if
No
do square
snapping.
damage?
There are things like area of effects that have cubes.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Okay.
Like thunder wave is a cube.
Um,
Oh, but it's supposed to be from in front of you though.
Yeah,
I think
I actually played
you
with that. There's a way to do it.
Snapped. You can do no snapping. You can do it out in front of you, I believe. Maybe-
Measure from center, edge, corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Measure
see,
from edge.
you have to do edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still have no idea what you're doing, but that's okay.
And I always thought that the cube came out as like a diamond pattern. I guess not. Or maybe we discussed that, and it
I feel like
is
we've had
not a
that
diamond.
discussion a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are just some spells that don't fit specific measurement requirements, so it's weird. Like Thunder Wave doesn't make sense to be formed in the shape of a cube,
Right.
but it makes more sense in a cube than a circle or a cone. So it's like, okay, we'll just kind of fudge it.
Yeah.
Based on mechanic.
Cool. All right. What are people doing?
Lagoin would be walking to the door, for sure. We're walking to this entrance up here.
Okay. You guys see going making for the door.
Friend, let me go first. Your mind's way more important than my body.
My mind and my body are more important than your body.
Fair enough.
Yes, you two should fight over who goes first.
Legoin will look at Sylphina and he'll say, "Would you like picking up again?"
Sure.
Okay, yeah, he'll pick you up, just like in his right arm, and hold you as a normal adult human would hold a toddler.
Yep. I'm okay with this. I don't have to walk. It's gonna be really bad when we fall down a hole, though.
Right.
Well, bad for one
Carried
of
a
us.
whole cannon down a set of stairs. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh with all of your equipment?
Well, I can only carry 45 pounds. Currently at
And you
40
weigh
pounds.
95?
Yeah, it's either 90 or 95. No, I lied. 91. 91 and 40. 131. You're like, this is the dumbbells that Legoin uses. 130-pound dumbbells, just curling.
Yeah, I'm still about 150 pounds under my encumbrance weight. So we're
With
good.
his stocky turtle arms.
Just like an 8-year-old with their legs around their parents' like necks and just like
Yeah.
patting on their head. Except Sophina's not
The
patting.
more you support your own weight, it feels like I'm not even carrying anything. You're all good.
Yeah.
Okay, Slippery, are you jumping in?
Yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to wait for Brad or not.
Bradley?
Hey, no, too far.
How dare you use the bathroom after I
What,
just used the bathroom?
He wants to go back and get those dogs.
Guys, above game, I'm not killing dogs. Not killing sweet, innocent little dog lives.
Is that it? Is
That's
that what
that's exactly it. It is-
Ah, man.
I'll do it for you. I'll put him down.
It's gonna be funny when we
He
need to
kills
eat them
Fey
for
Rhino.
food.
Killing Fey Rhino is no problem.
yeah, because they poof back to the
Mhm.
fucking
Fey
Pharaoh.
room.
That's how I feel too, because like in video games, like Last of Us, you kill a dog. Ghost of Tsushima, you kill a dog, kill a bear. It's like if they're
Yeah.
magical and they're not like from this world, it feels better.
Call of Duty. I mean, they're attacking you, so I don't know.
Wait, what's no Russia?
That's why I don't play Call of Duty because it feels just too much like killing other humans for no
Yeah.
reason.
I get it.
Okay, you guys, in a very Dark Souls fashion, open these very large, heavy wooden doors, and they creak open to this room. The floor here seems
Video
it
unavailable.
has changed. It's cobbled, but largely covered in moss. And as you step into this room, you realize that the dampness of this area is coming from here. On either side of the room, there's 4 large pillars that extend up into the ceiling. And before you guys is on a large raised platform, a very large coffin made of stone, about 25 feet wide and 15 feet tall. And in front of that lies a tombstone. And kneeling in the ground before the tombstone is a figure.
Is it a recognizable figure?
Largely, no. Add this to your guys' journals.
A journal. Nice.
Selfina, you would at the very least, recognize that this figure has the same skin tone and perhaps some tattoos of Specimen Zero.
Yikes.
So before we destroy you, you have anything to say?
Really setting off the alarm by breaking the metaphorical glass again, huh, Trappy?
Oh, yeah.
The figure stands and turns to you guys, and you see, the picture, this Crown of Thorns S type thing wrapped around its face, its eyes completely covered by spikes, the fissures of eyes and blood running down its face.
Ooh.
It turns to you, largely unbothered. It says, in the voice of hard to describe. It seems as if though a man and a woman are speaking at the same time. And it says, yes, the interlopers. May I ask why you feel the need to be here?
We were invited down by Mr. Kissiv.
Invited.
Yes, he said he wanted us to go and fight a thing and then come on down, and I'm looking around and I'm seeing a lot of beautiful moss down here, but no Kissiv. So
And in a blink of an eye, the figure stands before you, Arthur. And its fingers grow large dagger-like fingernails, and it dances them around your neck and says, "Thing about Kissiv. A man too afraid to do things on his own. Now tell me the truth. Why are you here?" What do you hope to gain?
well, it'd be awfully nice to get my friends and I out of this place alive and have a world to go back to. I mean, I probably still have like a good decade left, and I want to really live it up.
The figure smiles back at you and begins walking away. Says, "That is the funny thing about living. You always hold on to it until you're
Can I
unable to let it go."
Can I insight as to obviously this guy is undead, right? So like, is he talking from experience?
It seems, yeah, they talk from experience.
So he's lived and before, and sounds like he's died before. So
Yeah, it's a safe guess. clearly not human in the least.
Can I is insight the right thing for like the man and woman voice?
What are you trying to? What's your question?
Um, maybe just any memory of people speaking in two voices simultaneously.
There's anytime you've had communication, you like to talk to your God a lot. Anytime there's divine or powerful beings, there is kind of a reverberation to their voices. This reminds you of that in a way.
Okay. I gotcha. Feels like a channel from a voice that, comes from somewhere else. Yeah.
Could I snap a divine sense real quick?
Yeah. You are getting strong fiendish energy.
Yeah.
You have done this to facility, yes?
I'm afraid you'll have to be a little more specific.
Whatever happened 13 hours ago, you had something to do with it? The 5 of us immune to its effects. Why is that?
Suppose it would look that way in your eyes, wouldn't it? And then at this point, uh, your vision of this place leaves your guys' eyes and is all taken back to the moments leading up to the incident. Eldon, you see the moment of you releasing the barrier. Lagoin, you see the moment of you failing whatever experiment you guys had happened and unleashing this field of energy. Traffy, you see the moment of you thinking, no, the door's fine. I'm not going to lock it right now. And Selfina, you see the moment of failing to produce a potent dose of sleeping agent to the specimen. And
Arthur
You're
sees
very-
himself eating a sandwich,
yeah,
sitting in the garden.
Artie's like, I'm a monster.
What have I done?
and you guys return to the area and says maybe be responsible for some of the things here, but whether it be your intent or not, you did free me of my shackles.
So
It's-
you owe us one.
You are here to stand before me, are you not?
Well, yeah, that's true, I guess.
And actually, now that you mention it, perhaps one of you I don't owe anything to. She points at Artie.
Oh, is that so? Well, I did kill the tree for a while. I'm sure that helped progress things for you.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Has it been a
Oh.
minute since my guidance?
Yes. It's accurate.
Poor Artie.
The figure chuckles. It says, "Never mind. You are here because you're to dispose of your lives at my feet. That folly attempt to prevent me from opening that." It motions over towards the coffin.
We don't want you to open that. I don't think I fully even know what's in it. Right? Am I wrong? I look to my neighbors. Like exactly.
It's definitely big, for sure.
It's a big box. It is. Guess it was smaller than that.
And you kind of look over at the tombstone in front of it is rather large. And it simply says to the daughter that gave her life for love. It says Althea Wrexham, which
Ooh.
to your characters means nothing.
Hmm.
We had the prologues.
Who's this Althea? Is she like some demon god that you're trying to reawaken or something?
I feel like you're trying to kill us, Andrew.
He's much like Uwe, he's playing true to character and
Yeah. Great.
wrecking the party.
It's beautiful.
Love it.
And the figure turns and begins walking back and says, "I simply wish to see my daughter again."
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Yeah. What is it?
Can I
See if
also
it's
roll one?
actually.
Sure.
Family's important.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, Treffy.
Yeah, both of you would be able to tell that it's telling the truth. It wants to see its daughter again. But it doesn't care about the cost.
So you need our lives to bring back your daughter? You need 5 lives for one daughter life? This is a raw deal. You're not a...
Well, it's been a lot more than that, Artie. It's been
Oh,
hundreds of people's life already.
Yeah, there were a couple we passed coming here. You're right.
Figure size. It turns back to Artie and says, "Look, you're going to stop me or not?"
Say hi.
I
We are going... Oh, my screen blinked out. I wanted to take a couple steps forward. And... Oh, my map is all screwed up. Hang on. I'm going to refresh the page. And... one final time, as a diversionary measure, I'm going to tear off a random patch from my folded up thing, and I'm going to throw it at her. And whatever it ends up being is what's going to manifest and fly into her face.
roll it.
And I'm going to say, and as I do it, I'm going to say, "Guys, go!"
Roll D100.
Oh no, is this the dog?
Oh, be a dog. It's 2 dogs, actually, if it is.
Is it? What's a 70?
I know you posted it in the chat. It's
It's
a rowboat. It's a 12-foot.
Yes, the rowboat again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, great. Go ahead and roll initiative. As soon as Michael Barlos gets back to hear about the boat.
Oh
Do we
yes.
have? I guess I'll wait.
I got a nat 20, baby.
Initiative.
Sorry, I missed all of that. Did I hear correctly that Arthur is going to throw a rowboat at this creature?
He already has.
Right.
I don't know how much you heard, but that's his daughter in there, and he wants to reopen the tomb and see her again.
That's the last thing I heard. And then I turned you guys back on, but I muted it because Archer was talking a bunch and you guys were doing stuff.
Mm.
So I heard that Arthur pulled a rowboat patch off of his cloak.
And I threw it as a diversionary measure. I just took a random patch and I threw it at her and hoped it was something
Diversionary.
throw her off guard. Yeah, yeah. And a sizable rowboat soaring through the air seems.
Who has the higher
appropriate.
dex between Selfina and Traffy? Traffy's a -1, so I'm assuming Selfina.
Yeah, probably Sophia.
Yeah. Yep. I have a +3, so 14. Sorry.
And
have a
Legoin, roll me some initiative.
We just to throw it out there. Do we have any idea
8.
that this entity wanting to see its daughter is a bad thing? Like, do we know? Like, is this something I'm missing?
You considering it killed all these people to get to see its
Yeah.
daughter, it can't be great.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
we have to die too, right? Because she had said, like, we're going to, like, kill ourselves in front of her or something like that.
No,
Wait, you
No.
didn't say that?
she was basically saying like, "Are you going to try and kill me and die in the process?"
Oh, okay.
Threw a boat at her. So
Well, that realization crosses Artie's brain as he throws the rowboat. He's like, wait a second. Oh, she meant that, not that we were sacrifices. But it's already too late. The patch has already left my hands. And it's flying.
At least one of
Becoming
us.
a rowboat.
At least one of us is dying.
So as the boat flies at this creature, it does crash and seem to hit them. However, they blink and appear on the other side of the rowboat, which is now crashed into the side of this tombstone. Immediately, the figure is going to cast a spell.
Damn. Counterspell. I don't have it, but I wish it did.
And make sure that this is the right size.
Oh god.
Why don't you tell me how fucking big this is?
So let me see the enemy's character sheet and then I can help you.
You be more cooperative. Thank you. Okay. Immediately, right in front of your face, Arthur, appears a large, solid wall of ice.
Nice.
And with that, Eldon is your go.
My go. Okay. The wall of ice is opaque or transparent.
It's opaque.
Okay. Kind of changes things. Is it considered an object?
In which way?
So I'm thinking about like using shatter or thunderwave.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like Eldon would probably know, you know, like what's going to be a better thing to do. So I think if it is, then go ahead and cast shatter. So let's see here. Where would I want to put that? More than 10 feet away from any allies, right? Because I think there's friendly fire.
Yep, shatter will hit your friends, I believe.
So I
Unless
guess
it's unless it says in the spell otherwise, but
I think it just says creatures, you know, they have to make the save. It doesn't say anything about not doing damage to allies, so
yep, each creature in a 10-foot radius.
okay, so kind of off to the left here. I'll cast second level shatter.
Hmm, 10-foot radius. Okay, about there.
Mm.
Look right.
I don't see
We
anything.
Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, why? Oh, derp. It's on the wrong layer. Does that look right, Brad?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and what level are you casting this at?
Second.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, 3d8. Did you that show through to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 10.
10.
Okay. Yeah, you use shatter. How does shatter look when Eldon's casting it?
Let me see what components there is. Verbal, somatic. Okay. Shatter's gonna look like, you know, he's got his staff and his shield. The shield's his focus, and he's going to kind of point his shield towards the point to where the noise and force, you know, like erupts from. Thunder, it's going to be very loud, so there's going to be a clap of thunder, and you might see sort of like molecules moving through the air as you know, it goes from the shield to the point, and from the point goes out in a sphere, and just whatever objects, things are in the way, are, you know, just repelled by that wave of shock energy.
Wait. Yeah, you let out this thunderous energy at the point. The ice begins to crack.
Say, we need to get there as fast as we can.
Cool.
Shatter's just instantaneous, so I don't think the sphere is needed unless that just shows where.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it up to where damage is at.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah. My bonus action, obviously, I need to billow my cloak a little. I will rush over. It's not something I can climb, I take it, but
You can certainly try.
I just kind of want to get closer to the effect, you know, kind of standing outside the wall. That's it.
Alrighty. Selfina, it is your go.
So the wall has taken damage, but is still there.
Correct.
Okay. uh, Selfina will feel conflicted about what just happened. And pluck a fireball bead and throw it at the party. Just kidding. I
Betrayal.
can throw it 60 foot. Then it has a 20-foot radius. Trying to see if I can. So I would be throwing it here. See if I can double check. Basically, so it overlaps with part of the damage wall. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff. So yeah, center of it here, and then it's a 20-foot radius. And then, not hit Eldon, preferably. I think it's 20 foot. Guys, I've never played a wizard.
20-foot
I
radius,
believe-
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pull it up. It doesn't... Oh, wait, no, here. It's in my spell list. That's right. Spells. It adds it because it's cool. Yeah, it is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, something like that.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
I will use one bead.
Roll the damage.
So it is just a base of 3rd level. God damn, that's a lot of damage.
86.
Fucking spicy. Whoops. Sure, I'll do this. 1, 2, 3,
Great.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3, 6, 7, 9, 15, 16, 17, 19.
So the roll is 19.
I have 12, 15, 18. 18? Did I miss a one? Oh no, there's a lot of ones.
Sweet.
Threes.
Yeah, as you chuck the fireball, it eviscerates through this wall
Fuck yeah.
of ice. This entire section is melted away, and a cool frost lingers where it once stood.
Cool. Then I will, undecided on what to do, give myself a little tap and cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
First level.
Sanctuary yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
Then I'll move.
No, you're already over here. No.
But you're talking to me, Andrew.
No,
Can't
sorry.
No moving. You're already over
Now
here.
moving. Already over here. No. I'll just move 20. I'll just move 20 feet. Move over this way. Unsure.
All right. Traffy is up to bat.
He is gonna run to here, and then I think that was 25 feet when I measured. Or wait, no, he was over here. Yeah, 25.
As you pass through the frigid frost, or the
Yeah.
wall used to permeate.
What is he? What
have
action was he holding?
Nope, no action.
Okay.
You should make a con saving throw.
Con save.
As the area where
Oh,
the
fuck
wall
you.
once stood is very cold.
What? Do I have it down? Do I have that thing? No, I don't have that. It was on a 16, and then it flipped over to a 3.
Okay, you're gonna take 16 points of cold damage as you pass through the barrier of the ice wall where it once stood.
Oh, I'm resistant to cold, so half
And you
that.
take 8. Okay, carry on.
Do I see the guy?
Do not see the guy.
Cool. Is there anything as I sense anything and no location or no?
Well, how long is Divine Sense up for? That might still be up.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see.
Or is it like a one thing? As an action. So it would not still be up.
Okay. There's an action.
Yeah, until the end of the next turn.
Bonus. Uh, well, I will. Yeah, I'll cast it because I have no. I don't think I have any other thing that I can really do. I can't see him, so I'll pop one off.
Okay. They are standing on top of the tombstone, or on top of the coffin, right in the middle there.
Okay. With my free action, can I yell that out?
Yep.
I can't see him, but I can sense him, and he's standing right on top of the tombstone, right in the middle. And that's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, because that's an action to do.
Artie.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, so there's all that cold air, right? It's gonna hurt me as I cross through that. Or can I go through this area over here? No, this is all ice. This
Yep.
area over here is just the cold air.
Correct.
Okay. I think there's a way I can avoid the cold air. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm going to just take a hit, and I'm going to also come over here with Traffy and take damage.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. You also take 16 points of cold damage as you muster your way through the frigid cold.
Okay. 16, you said?
Correct.
And then I will use my turn here to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Hell yeah. Ain't no way I haven't made a wolf token yet.
Also, since I have keen hearing and smelling, can I try to, as like a bonus action, use my receptors to lock on the location of this target, since I know where to be like sniffing? So I can like sense a sense trail.
Roll me
Scent trail.
a perception check with advantage.
Okay, perception of the.
That's wild shape, so it'd be your perception,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh,
Wisdom,
okay.
wisdom
Well,
based. Yeah.
that was direwolf. My perception, you said? I wonder if it's the same. Oh no, my perception's
Which seems
better. Okay, here we
weird.
go.
Right, because you maintain charisma, wisdom, and intelligence while in wild shape.
There's my roll. Oh, both were.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are pretty good.
Yeah. You have a consensus with Traffy that he's probably standing somewhere on top of the coffin.
Okay. And I smell the death on it, right? So now I'm like seeing it as splotches of color a little bit, like in cartoons.
Just like who's the superhero who's blind? Daredevil.
Yeah, like that. That's what I'm doing. So
Cool.
just- Okay.
All right, and with
ends
that
my
said, you at first don't see it, but you do see arcane sigils flowing through the air. This is going to cast another spell.
Just chill. Just sit there. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I love you
yeah.
too.
Yeah, homie, be cool.
You have to take your after dinner bath.
And this time he is going to, instead of ice, summon a wall of fire.
Who the fuck is this guy, Bob the Builder?
Get all these walls.
What? Fine, come up here. Thinks he's Donald Trump.
And the wall of fire is going to be front and center here. I need
God damn
dexterity
it.
Oh,
saves
no.
from Traffy and Artie.
You get +4, Artie.
All
Oh,
right.
nice. Sweet, sweet aura.
Let me see.
Any chance I could use my
Hold it,
Direwolf's
advantage.
dex score?
You are, yes, correct.
Oh, I am. Oh, good.
Yeah. So wild shape, your mental attributes stay the same, but your physical attributes change.
I see. I get it. Makes a lot of sense. Oof. Oh, I get +4. Okay. Well, 16 then.
Oh no. Whatever. It's the first one, sorry.
Sorry, I am. So the firewall comes out and melts that section of the wall as well, and then the ice wall vanishes altogether. This firewall now standing before you. 12, 17. So Direwolf will take half. I'm sorry, other way around. Okay, 24 points of. Hold on. Did you add the +4 for your direwolf save, Artie?
No, so it should be 16 for me.
Is what you needed. So you both are going to take half, which is 14 points of fire damage.
And then I'll do a Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, that's a dex save.
Yes. Dex 15.
Failure.
7 fire damage.
As the fire glistens across its body, it appears that this fiendish creature of hell is barely affected.
What a surprise.
Cool. And then lastly, it is going to appear as soon as you get back in the right layer. And unleash an aura around itself. And deep green necrotic energy emanates from it. And you notice the greenness of the moss in this area around it seems to just turn black and shrivel. Show the aura. Great. Lagoin, here we go.
Great. So there is still ice wall.
The
Over
wall,
here,
the,
right?
the wall itself is gone. There is some frost remaining in front of you where it had melted, and then there's a firewall, which is 20 feet high.
Okay. And he is visible now, right?
Behind a firewall, but not invisible, correct?
Okay. Lagoin is going to bonus action Crimson Right on his Defender Scimitar. I'm going to use Right of the Frost, or whatever it's called. Right of the Frozen.
Okay.
My right damage is going to be cold damage, a d6 on every hit. And for my action, I am going to... What am I going to do? Do I want to burn a spell slot for that? I think I will. I will take an action to cast Longstrider. So Selfina, I think, is probably the only one close enough to see this happen. But the tubes on my arms will kind of force themselves down onto the surface of my arms and inject. And she'll just see him like pump up for a second. So my speed is increased by 10 feet for the next hour. And I'm going to... How far over can I go? I'm going to stop short, just right here. And that'll be my turn.
Right. Some icons on you. Is Longstrider concentration? I don't think so.
It is not.
Do you have the feet? All right, Eldon.
Okay. On the left side, is there a gap in the frost?
All the way down there.
Okay. I'm gonna dash this way, and then however much movement I can upwards. Oh, zoom out. No, it's obviously okay.
I don't know where you moved from.
Oh shit! I think it was 40. Yeah, this is here. So then 10 feet. The dash action.
Yep. What's your movement speed? It's a halfling.
25.
So you make it 50 feet.
Yeah.
So move it back 10. Okay.
Okay.
Bonus action?
Yeah. Let's see here. What's the measurement there? It's use a spiritual weapon spell, and 60 feet's the range, so I can attack the demon with a spiritual weapon. So let's do that.
Yeah,
Just
right,
second
up
level,
there.
just basic.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Seems to like 11.
11 is not going to do it.
And then that's my turn.
All right, Selfina.
Okay. Action. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna narrate this because I never thought I'd cast a spell. Ironically. Selfina is going to clutch her holy symbol and then kind of pull it out so it's visible in front of her. And she's going to grip it tightly, which is not that tight for a normal human or any other human being in existence. And she's going to sing a note, like a specific note. Now, I, as a human, Billy, don't know anything about vocal cords or music or anything like that. But Selfina is a prodigy of basically everything that's not strength. So she obviously went to when she was in school, she was like top of her class and in choir and was probably a theater person and all this other musical knowledge that she's acquired over time. But she sings a specific pitch. And the pitch itself is supposed to represent. It's supposed to be kind of like like when you hear something all of a sudden and it kind of like wakes you up. A very like sharp, loud sound, I suppose.
She's imitating an alarm clock.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, but it's one specific pitch, and she kind of draws it out, and it's kind of it's definitely kind of on the higher spectrum of things for many reasons, but she sings a pitch for a second or two, and then energy kind of starts kind of flowing out from her mouth, essentially, in between this holy symbol, and she will cast Aura Vitality.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta remember. Oh, no, not that one. Go. Nope. Dude, I'm so used to I'm not used to having auras anymore. I'm like, where do I put this? There you go. And that does not affect Sanctuary. And she's going to move 5, 10. She's going to move up here 10 feet. And she can still see, she can't see Arthur because he's through the wall, correct? And the wall's 20 feet tall.
Yeah, he's on the other side of being burned.
Yep. So she will just give Traffy a healing pump.
Yay.
Yeah, pump me.
Pop me up.
Pump me up. Average 6. You get 6 health.
I like 6 health.
Yeah, there you go. And that is all I'm gonna do.
All right. Traffy,
Hey,
you're in the middle of some fire.
I would like to not be in the middle of fire. So I'm gonna go. I mean, stepping through. Is this a visible thing that I see? This aura, or no?
Yeah,
Or-
you do see some like energy kind of rolling down off of them. The biggest thing you notice is the line in the moss that's growing in the cracks of this cobblestone
Okay.
is like decaying and turning black.
Okay. So I went 5,
Man, I really wish I would have prepared Ore of Purity.
20, and I'm sorry. Get down off of that. It's disrespectful. He'll throw his javelin.
Is this the +3 javelin?
Yeah.
19 will hit. Roll damage.
And then subtract, I think, 4 damage from this. Oh, cool. And I'm going to chuck another javelin at him.
Go for it.
16 hit.
16 does not hit.
It does not. Okay. Um. That's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, you chuck this magical javelin at him, and for the first time, do a bit of damage. Javelin sticks in their gut for a second, and they grab it and yank it out and toss it aside, seemingly invigorated by the pain you've inflicted upon it.
With the hellish rebuke, did it look like you took any damage from that, or it took no damage?
There was some, but
Okay.
pretty nonplussed.
Okay.
Artie, here we go.
Okay, let's see. Well,
Oh, sorry, Traffy. You're also gonna.
Get fucked.
Yeah, there's not a save on this. As you are standing there on that side of the firewall,
Mhm.
you realize it is not as hot as being as inside the fire, but it's much hotter on that side of the wall than
Okay.
the other.
oh no. Ugh.
You take 25 points of fire damage.
Christ.
Jesus.
I'm gonna use stone endurance. Wow. Fuck this fucking digital roller. I hate it.
Jesus.
So 21.
And then, sorry, yes, Artie, your turn.
So it's hotter on that side of the. Like I'm watching as Traffy like sweating profusely because he's on that side of the firewall.
Pieces of his clothing and stuff is still catching fire. Like you're watching the hairs on his arm burn off.
Can I tell whether it's a proximity thing or a? Because this side of the fire or a directional thing. Yeah. Can I?
It appears that like the fire from the wall is going that direction.
Okay. Far. Like, do I see like plants? The ones that aren't dead from the necrotic damage. Do I see like plants up this way, like wilting from the heat, like all up here?
If you, it would take you time
Oh,
to
it's
make that
just
perception.
well, I'll be a burned up dire wolf by that time. So I think what I'll try to do. Hang on, let me see. That'd be dumb, but okay. Shoot. Shoot. Can I not do it from? Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna change my plan. Or rather, can I just like if one was to be kind of a big thing to use it on, but this firewall is kind of annoying. Can I wall of water the firewall and like eliminate its effects entirely? If I like match its magic with my magic, essentially.
Hmm.
Rather than like spritzing it and making it like, oh, partially extinguished in this one spot. I mean, it's a third level spell, so it's.
Can you cast spells while you're in wild shape?
Can I not? Oh, I have no idea.
That's my first question before I look at everything else.
I have no clue. Never played a druid except for 2 days.
Me neither.
You can, but you have to be such a high level druid. It's like 18 or 19.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Artie's not there yet, so.
One day though, one day.
Yeah, you can't cast spells, unfortunately.
That's fine. Okay. Well, man, my little wolf form is just so useless right now. All right. Hate
If you
to.
guys can manage to not get fucked by this firewall, I can take care of it next turn. Maybe.
I still wanna. I don't want to waste a turn though. Well, have we seen anyone take damage from this necrotic aura yet?
No, you have not.
Hmm. Okay. I wonder if I can. Although if I go in for an attack, I'm sorry, I'm wasting so much time. If I go in for an attack, I'm gonna get hurt by fire and necrotic. I'm gonna be so toast.
Imagine a really powerful wizard using a wall of fire to toast his bread.
Really
Okay,
toasty on the one side.
The other side's still bread.
Yeah. Still soft.
let's see. Oh, it's such a waste, but I don't want to just throw away one of my 2 wild shapes. I don't want to change back. I'm gonna. Okay, can I? This be probably isn't gonna help anything, but I'm gonna run and like kind of take cover behind this pillar over here.
Okay.
Is there any chance while I'm running, since I do have quite a bit of movement as a wolf, can I also like tug Traffy with my teeth and like just pull him back from not being directly behind the firewall?
Yeah. If Traffy is willing.
Okay.
I am
I guess.
willing.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanna.
So it'll be half your movement speed
Okay.
as you're dragging him. How much do you
Alright.
have as a wolf?
I have 50. Wait, where was I? Down here? Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
So
So,
10
I'll
to get
miss.
to him, and then Another 20 feet. Get you about there.
Oh, so not behind the pillar.
I mean, you don't have to pull me all the way.
Yeah.
You just pulled me like 5-10 feet, like right here. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, I just want to give him a little tug. I'm not like carrying him to where I'm going. I'm just a little like.
So if you move me
Yeah.
10 feet, that's 20 feet of movement that I take away.
Okay. In which case, then I'd get. Oh wait, but then I'd have to go all the way from here, so it'd be. Scratch that. Put Traffy back in the line of fire. He won't be burned anyway, until after his next turn, so he can fend for himself. I'm gonna go take cover and hide my coward ass behind the pillar.
If you're not doing anything else, you can take the dash action, and you or both of you can make it up there pretty easily.
Okay. Does Traffy wanna?
I'll just, as long as I can move 10 feet, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that's it. That's all I'll do.
All right, it is the Avatar of Asmodeus's turn.
The Avatar?
It is. Ugh. It is going to move. It is actually going to teleport next to Traffy. He watches it from back on top of the coffin. It reels its hand back like it's going to throw something at you, and then appears next to you and is now clawing at you. 18 to hit on the first attack.
Does not hit.
Dirty 20 for the next one.
That just hits. Wait, what were the half ones I took? If it's. That's how you can. Okay. While you're doing that, I forgot that my Shield Master evasion, if I take half damage on something, I'd take no damage. So I would get back 14.
14, yeah. Yep. So it's going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And as its claws digs into you, you watch it pull the life energy out of you.
Yep.
And it's going to be 16 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And that brings us to Lagoin.
Okay. Is all of this debris over here really here?
Yeah, there are bits of stone that seem to have chipped off the pillars.
All right. I'm going to run around both of the walls. Perfect. I'm gonna run around over to here, and I am going to catapult one of these stones. I'll blow my second spell slot.
Okay. That's
I'm gonna fire a
a
catapult.
dex save.
It is Dex. Yep, Dex 17.
It's a failure.
It's gonna be 14 bludgeoning damage as a boulder hurls through the air.
All right. Yeah, there's a forceful impact there. It collides with it. It kind of catches it and shrugs it off. Almost swats it away after being hit by it.
Love that. All right.
There is some effect though.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to come up here and position myself, kind of like half out, half behind the corner of this too,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Eldon.
So Eldon's gonna call his weapon back towards the demon. But I only have 20 feet of movement with the spiritual weapon, so maybe it doesn't reach.
20 feet will get you there. Just out of reach.
Out of reach, okay. So that's the bonus action used.
So it's not letting you control this again? Why are you like
Yeah, that one I can't.
Okay, you should be good now.
Okay, thank you.
Again, like the token properties, it says controlled by everyone, but then when I put it on there, it doesn't say
Yeah.
it's controlled by anybody.
Okay. For my action, Eldon's gonna look up to the sky, the ceiling, I guess, and then talk to his god, and he's going to say like, "You've never let me down before, Sheila. Well, except the one time, like storms destroyed my hometown."
For the time you killed my town and everybody I love.
So I need your help. And I will cast Banishment on the demon.
Oh, fuck.
Get him out of here.
Charisma save, 15.
Okay. This is huge.
I was hoping to
Uh,
hit it with my spiritual weapon and sap charisma score from your demon. Like, take that.
We're about to find
Oh,
out
well,
if it
this-
has legendary actions right here.
This is going to be public roll. So it needs to. What was your DC?
15.
Okay.
1-5.
It has a +5. So it needs to roll a 10 or lower. I'm sorry, a 9 or lower. Would you say 16 or 15? I've already forgotten.
15.
15.
Okay. So it has to roll a 9 or lower, and it has advantage against this.
God.
Oh my god.
Fails.
Yo! Sheila!
I told you all
you.
these digital dice are bullshit.
So, let me display it too because of the different effects. But you're like, if it's native to this plane or another plane.
It's an interesting fact.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
believe it still disappears even if it's not native to this plane, right?
Yeah,
It goes
It's
look
just
at
a
this.
harmless demi-plane.
If it's from another one, and
It's incapacitated.
What a wild action. Level 8, baby.
Yo.
you could,
Just there.
if it's not from this plane and you hold concentration, it's gone forever.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's how banishment works. But if it's from this plane, it's gonna appear right where it was before.
I could set a
Alright.
snare for it.
So
Are
I
we
need
acting?
to-
Yeah, are we acting in turn order still? I'm guessing.
Still in turn order,
Okay, good.
but it is gone for now.
I say to everyone, like, protect me for a minute, and that thing will stay gone.
Excellent.
I'm also going to say that the firewall's probably gone too.
we have to wait out a minute now for it to be gone for good?
Yeah, are you doing anything else, Eldon?
Yeah. So at this point, you guys are waiting a minute to see if it reappears or not.
I'll use. Nobody
Okay.
else is doing stuff. I'll use the other 9 charges on my aura.
In the
I'm
minute.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll run over to Eldon with a couple turns and spray him with guidance gas. I'll give you guidance in case you need it.
Do you want me to come back to you there, Lunaveil?
I'll just stay next to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna give you 6 of them and see how that goes, because you
Okay.
are probably pretty fucked up.
I mean, this is by round 2, so you can literally.
Yeah, just one at a time. I'll do.
I'll tell you when the tank's full.
Come on. All right, that's 6 rounds is 43.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use I'm gonna use points for my land hand pool
Then
to do the rest.
run over and get. Who else got damaged? Wasn't it Arthur?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my wolf form took damage, but I took damage from that ice wall, the ice vapor.
Okay. I'll just give you the other to make things easy. I'll just give you the other 3 rounds.
Okay.
So
And DM, can I add these points to? Can I tap off Arthur's HP and then pour the rest into my direwolf?
It's going to heal the direwolf first.
Oh, okay, that's how it goes. It's fine. It's gonna. Well, actually, wait a second. Nope, it will not be perfect. Okay, so I get those
21.
14 points back.
And just an
Yep.
option, probably Arthur could
7
drop
points.
form and then actually have his normal form healed. Just an option.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I have this form for 4 hours, and I didn't get any use out of it yet. So I'm gonna stubbornly stay as a
Wouldn't-
wolf for a little bit.
Yeah, wouldn't Wild Shape be great if you could like use those 4 hours to come in and out?
Yes. Alas.
I will cast Aid. So 3 creatures will get 5 hit. Well, their hit maximum will go up by 5. And let's see. Choose your allies. Okay, so I'll do Lagoin.
Oh yeah.
I'll do Artie. And Sylphina, you're a wizard.
Cleric.
Cleric. Yeah, I'll give the cleric 5.
So the max goes up by 5?
Yep, your max goes up by 5 for 8 hours.
Is that another weird one where it restores or increases the wolf's HP?
Yeah, it would be the wolf as well.
Okay, so now my wolf. But does it fill it up to that point too?
Yeah.
Or is it just okay, good. I'm like otherwise it's like
Well, you get 5 hit points, and your hit point total increases by 5.
so now my wolf is just a
So if you're
chunk
at
away.
if you're at 35, but your max is 50, your health goes up to 40, and your max is 55.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm already at max wolf health, so now I just go up 5.
Yep.
42 wolf health. Cool.
Yeah, if anybody needs to prepare stuff, if we think they're going to be, I mean, we need to prepare. They're going to come back right here next to me.
Well, I thought they're gone for good. if we wait long
Well,
enough.
we don't know. We don't know if they're from this plane or not.
Oh.
We know they're fiendish, but
Thinking about using my guidance while I have it to maybe just see surroundings wise, anything that might present a threat. Are these pillars to the coffin side like similar to the specimen tubes, or?
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you say you're casting guidance?
Well,
I
LeGoyne came
cast
over,
guidance on-
gave some guidance. I just wanted to use it.
Don't break concentration.
So Bub gave
Yeah.
him trying to get an ability check somehow, and I just want to see what might be a perceived threat in the room.
Okay.
Besides the frost.
So you're looking at the pillars.
I'm looking around the whole room, but yeah, right now the pillars are the one thing that may be a variable.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
I was about to piss myself if you cast guidance.
I
Drop concentration to cast guidance
it's like
on Traffy.
yay.
Well, I get to re-roll that.
I'm
Gonna do
definitely going to be holding an action right before he's going to come back.
Ever 18. Okay. And then let me add a D4.
See, fuck these digital dice. Fuck them.
Can I hold an action too?
yeah, you guys can also do actions.
I'm gonna get ready to bite.
The pillars, it's still standing. Yeah.
Hmm.
There's some stones chipped off of it. It looks a little old, but that's all you can see. Cool. For the before we start readying actions, is there anything else anybody's doing for this minute?
I'd like to, if you'll allow, see if I can see what the casket is made of. Is it stone or metal or?
It appears to be stone. It's a
Okay.
it's impressively massive piece of stone. There's one solid piece of stone covering the casket.
Are there any locks or anything on it?
It looks like there used to be something there. You see pieces of broken stone at the seams. At this point, it seems like the lid, provided somebody or enough people were to push on it, it would open.
LeGoyne's going to try and do that in a little bit.
Okay.
Not right now, though.
Okay.
That's the only thing. I have an action to ready, but I'll wait until you are ready to take those down.
Is anybody else doing anything for the minute? Okay. We will go in initiative order. Eldon, are you readying anything if the off chance this creature comes back?
I don't think so.
Okay. Salfina,
Is going potty or something.
Traffy,
She rolled her thing. I'm holding a Great X deck with a Divine Smite. I'll just call it now, just because it's a holding action. So
Artie,
I'm holding a bite with pack tactics because Traffy's there.
okay. You'll be there then.
Okay.
And Legoyne,
Would you allow me to hold a bonus action?
depends on the bonus action.
Blood curse.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would move Artie because I
to-
know that's where the demon would come back.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
pack
position
tactics
myself up here.
is as long as it's an ally 5 feet from the creature I'm hitting. So actually, I misunderstood. I don't have to be within 5 feet of the ally. So the creature's coming back here.
Here.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Oh no.
Yeah, it's right
I'm
there.
trying to set you up for success.
Okay.
The-
All
I'm
right.
looking. I'm looking at it right now. I'm telling you you're
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
Okay, where was the creature then? Am I within 5 though?
Yes, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, in
My,
that case, I'm
uh,
gonna back up a little more.
My spiritual weapon drops because of its duration.
Delphine, are you doing any writing any actions on potential return of this creature?
I mean, I figured I'd probably spend most of the time just healing people.
He's just
But
talking. Yeah.
just because it would be funny, I'm gonna ready a banishment. Comes back.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny. He'd be like, God damn it! Like right in the middle, saying, God damn it.
Well, it's funny because he's incapacitated in this demi plane, right? If you went to a pocket plane, it says he's incapacitated.
Yeah.
So it's like, please hold. Boop.
What the fuck? God damn it! It's unlikely we'd banish him again, though.
Yeah.
It was already
That's-
unlikely. I can't believe that failed. Yeah.
It was a hell of a roll.
It was a wisdom saving throw? Or
Charisma.
charm? Charisma. So it's probably an advantage against being charmed. Well, that's meta. Traffy wouldn't be able to figure that out.
Being serious, no. I would have spent time healing.
The wall of ice didn't reform, right? That's just frost.
Correct.
And that dissipates.
Oh my god.
Because I had a stupid thought. I was like, all right, well, I have some use as
Christ.
a spiritual weapon. Let's just poke the ice until I'm done with it. Force
Okay.
damage.
So the minute goes by. You guys tensely await the results. And sure enough, the figure comes back. The popping noise pops back into reality. And then we will go in order. Who had ready actions? I think Traffy had ready action.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
We can't see the guy, just
Okay.
Don't fuck me, digital dice. Thank God.
The hits.
24 to hit. And I'm doing Marsh Might. It is a fiend, so I get an extra D8. Okay, when you hit me, extra. Spend one slot to do 2D8. Plus 1D8. Plus, so it's 4D8 plus my regular. Okay, so here's just the regular damage. Thank you. God damn. That's just slashing. And then
-4, right?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be 48, so I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to do this twice. That's radiant, and I have to do it once more. Let me take a spell slot off. Okay. So 21 radiant and 17 slashing.
All right. Massive hit. Comes back, is confused and dazed. You sink your axe into him, and your energy just spills out from the wound.
Yeah, Traffy was probably like practicing right where he was, like, and then yeah, probably right as he formed, then you saw, like you've seen many times at this point in the last few hours, glow Treffy's tattoos glow, and then as he's swinging, it's almost like the momentum of the swing is like pushing the radiant force into my weapon and hits, and it all transfers into Spiky Head.
All right, and then Artie, get a bite.
And I'll bite ya.
17 hits.
Right. So we'll take that much piercing. Oh, nice. 14 piercing. When it's two GM, can anyone else see my numbers, or is it just you that sees them?
Should be just me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm looking it off of a Direwolf website, so that's why you're getting it. So 14 biting damage, and also they have to roll a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Natural 20 for 24.
Okay. Yep, that saves.
Right, and then
Just so.
Lagoin was the last rated action, correct?
Yes, I readied a Blood Curse of Binding, so I need a Strength 17 save.
He rolled a 17.
Damn.
Just saves.
Alright. Well, no effect then.
Right.
Dang, that would have been cool though.
How do I want to work this then?
It would have been on Eldon's turn, so it would have been
Yeah, the
Whoever's
rules.
after
Reactions triggering, so Selfina.
I'm up.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Hold on 1 second. First thing I need you to do is the necrotic energy on the ground reanimates with this creature, begins pulling at you. I need you to make a con saving throw.
Constitution. Balls. How's a 9?
Okay. It is 12 points of necrotic damage, and you are poisoned.
Nice.
dang it.
Let me mark that condition real quick. Poisoned. Do I feel, because this entity was very close to us initially, and this aura wasn't permeating, and it almost
Mhm.
seems like he clicks it on. At some point, he activated it.
Correct.
What would I need to roll to figure out if I can dispel it?
I don't know if you would be able to make that roll. It's something you would have to. I
Just
don't think you
try
had.
it.
Yeah, I don't think you would have any amount of experience with anything like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just try it with the intent of I don't know how I don't remember how it looks visually if it's just permeating off of him. But trying to like reach into the essence of like after feeling what that felt like that necrotic that the like the poison is kind of like the drain in the pool, trying to take the antithesis of that, reverse it, and then shove it into him to kind of block it, even if it's just for a couple rounds, right? Is the idea.
Okay. Casting Dispel Magic.
Yep.
At what level?
I didn't do anything cool, so God, I want to. I'll just do it at third. I want to roll. I have to do it at baseline of 3. So third level. Pretty much, if it's something that would be affected, I'll probably have to roll for it, or
Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your spellcasting ability.
spell. And it's spellcasting modifier. It's not the so it's just a +5.
Correct.
Oh shit.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Eee!
I can't wait for Donovan to be like, it has no effect.
yeah, I know.
It's weirdly worded. Dispel Magic says or magical effect within range.
Yeah.
So even though it's not a spell, it is indeed a magical. I mean, blight's a spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's blighting an area, I would assume that that's a magical effect. So, it drops.
Oh yeah. Also, my aura is also gone. I am also poisoned.
You are also poisoned.
Like you're like, I got you guys, and like you're just after throwing up.
Yeah, she kind of, like I said, kind of describing it, but I guess putting it into action. You know, kind of feeling that necrotic pull and that poisonous poison kind of filling her body and mind. She just kind of immediately responds, almost like a just a reactionary like burst, and she just kind of throws her hand out and just kind of from within it just kind of just like there's a brief flash, and it's kind of like a vibration coming from the entity, and then whatever happens.
That was very clutch.
And then she will throw up a little bit.
Right.
As a bonus action.
Traffy, it is your turn again.
Great axe. Oh baby.
Oh, spicy. Oh, you saved your high level smite, right?
Yeah, you know your boy's gonna divine smite. High level means second level. Yes.
Hey, that's an extra 48.
Oh yeah, I know it's a. Okay. So. All the
48. You mean
dice
88?
double. So it's gonna be 2d12. That's the first slashing. Where are the there's the dice? 2d12. Oh my god!
Fuck off.
No way. Okay,
That's
that's
incredible.
slashing.
Yeah,
That's a
Fuck.
slashing damage,
You're talking so much shit
dude.
about the dice
You
earlier.
can go through the fucking game log, and it's actually gonna be 5d8 times 2, so it's 10d8 from the smite.
just roll all 8s, all 10 8s. Just roll 8.
That was your
Uh,
Traffy.
Because plus d8 for the fiend, 2d8 for the regular smite, an extra radiant damage to the target of d8, and then another extra d8 for the second level. That's the radiant
good.
damage.
Traffy's
Pretty
about to
good.
solo Asmodeus.
About the
Like,
fucking
fun stuff, but have we though?
He must have just. I don't know.
Traffy, how would you like to do this?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
Real?
yeah.
I
Fucking-
think.
You just did but 72 damage to it in a hit.
So that I think that might be like my biggest damage hit ever. Very similar to the way he came back, and just feeling that poisonous aura and seeing it affect Sylphina, and seeing it probably obviously about to affect Artie. Not really, we've been out of the game. He was used to be an old adventurer, but he's just been nothing the past 10 years or whatever. Puts all his energy back into it. He feels young again. He remembers where his power comes from, why he started in the first place, and funnels absolutely every ounce of his divine power and energy into this smite because he's tired of. He's not going to let another person die. And he just funnels that in. Great Axe falls right in between like the shoulder blades and just continues down into the torso. And then probably once it sinks far enough in, the radiant energy just kind of explodes off of the axe from within.
You guys watch as the body of once was Robert Wrexham implode in radiant energy. And a calm settles the field. But for maybe a few seconds, as you begin to hear the grinding of stone by Legoyne. And as you turn to look, you see, but who else but Professor Kissiv kicking the lid off of the sarcophagus.
Ooh. And you said it looked like it would take multiple people to even move this.
Yeah, it would take 4 traffies.
Fuck.
He pretty effortlessly kind of wiggles it and kicks off the coffin. And speaks to you all again. Well, quite admirable indeed, my friends. It's no small task what have you just overcome. But I'm afraid I must be on my way. First, there is something I must retrieve. And Legoyne, you're about this area. If your curiosity was so piqued, you could peer inside the coffin, which he reaches into, and you would see a large, almost pit fiend looking monster laying amongst the coffin, face down, with a dagger in its back. And you watch as Kissiv reached down into the coffin and retrieves the dagger from the creature's back. And can't be helped but maybe some of the heavier of you maintain some footing, but quite a large arcane pulse of energy forces out, and black energy just begins spilling from the dagger back into the wound in which it came from. And all lie still for a moment. Kissiv turns, nods of acknowledgement to Legoyne specifically, and says, I do wish you luck, friend. Though I might not have told you all the truth. All of our time together. Did enjoy it. I did never lie to you. But to good health. And the poof, Robert Kissiv disappears. You guys doing?
We need to see if the lockdown's still in effect.
Was that his daughter? Was Kissiv his daughter?
I honestly don't know, and I don't care.
Homely looking daughter.
Wiping throw up off her mouth.
Oh yeah. Traffy'd run over to Sophina and
Hold on, Traffy. I
Then-
got that. And then I'll use my staff instead of your spell slot.
okay.
Sling on.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, it's for a poison effect, right?
Thanks,
Hell
Eldon.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay.
Charge.
Yeah. Sophina, you feel the effects of the poison subside.
Oh, much better.
What do we do now?
We need to see if anything's changed and make sure that Sylvina kind of just like shakes her head and trying to recollect her thoughts while other people do stuff.
Going's gonna jump into the casket.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Here we go. One of those fucking Mario tubes you jump in it and
Yeah. Brang. He's gonna Bowser spin into the casket.
yeah.
I would just like to see if there's anything that was put into the casket with the body, if the what state the body is in, just kind of general investigation of the area.
Okay, first, I would like you to roll. Go and do an investigation.
Okay. It's gonna be a 16.
Don't find anything else inside outside of the body of this creature. You've dealt with a lot of undead and dead people and stuff before. It's a little warmer inside this casket than you would like it to be. And as you realize that, a hand grips your ankle.
Okay.
I'll make a strength saving throw for me.
All right. That's a good roll. 23.
Nice.
You manage to wriggle free of this creature's grasp.
I would like to stab it right in the head, straight through the brain.
Go ahead and make a attack roll with advantage.
$29 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
for 10 damage. And I was so close to a nat 20. So sad.
Yeah, you stab this thing in the head. And the rest of you hear the squishy noises of a scimitar being dug into something.
That's 10 damage and 3 cold damage, if that makes any difference. Cool that body back down.
And as you hear this, the room begins to shake. The entire room. More of these large rocks begin to crumble off of the pillars beside you guys. And then it's almost as if your entire world is attempting to turn upside down. Gravity gets weird. You all start falling to the left side of the room. And all the light in here begins to darken. Is anybody doing anything as this is happening?
Is there a way to get out of the room? As in, is the door still there?
The door is closed. And there is a door there.
I guess for shits and giggles, can I see if the door opens back out into the same thing?
As you go to open the door, make me a cool strength check.
Fuck. uh, do you allow me to enhance ability myself? Or is that too quick?
You can certainly try.
I'll just roll strength. How dare I put a plus? It's not a fucking plus. You said just raw strength?
Yeah.
A 6.
So you don't actually even make it to the door. It's gravity's getting real weird. Like I said, you kind of are all being pulled this side of the room as things are starting to fall apart. And you're having a hard time getting there.
Got it.
Lagoin is just going to brace himself inside of the casket. Just going to hold onto the sides and hope that the ballista doesn't pull me in the wrong direction.
Well, a few more rounds goes by and complete darkness. Everything fades away from your vision. And you feel weightless, suspended in a cloud or air, maybe. And for a while, time disappears from you. The original tension of something's happening fades away from you, and you wonder, am I dead? Is this what's happening? Are we transitioning to the afterlife? 10 minutes goes by, 30 minutes goes by, and then eventually you lose touch. Until suddenly, a bit of light comes to you. You don't remember if you had ever closed your eyes or opened your eyes at any point during this, but you feel a red glimmer in the distance. And you're being drawn to it. And then as you reach it, It's almost as if no time had passed at all. And you find yourself a platform, a void. You search around, see the bodies of your friends also coming to. And in the middle stands a figure.
Big boy. I like the art.
And that's pretty much where we're going to end.
Mm-mm.
Is this supposed to
dang.
represent like a cosmic, like a red cosmic kind of space?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the area you see around you is just an endless black. On this red platform you guys stand on, like wispy with almost like a fog, like a red fog at your feet, but it does find solid ground beneath.
Nice. Well, time to make pacts with Asmodeus, guys.
Yeah, I don't see much of a way out of this one. We'll just die. All we did was fight baby Asmodeus.
Yeah. Arthur as a wolf just goes, ruh-roh.
I think
Holy
Traffy
shit.
would be like, how'd they space us out so well?
I feel like that last encounter was going very poorly, and then the encounter ended.
It was the banishment was so clutch,
Banishment was
followed
huge.
by
your-
a spell.
Yeah.
Followed by your
I-
amazing crits and double 12s.
Total 12 damage, dude.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll never see double 12s ever again.
For the banishment, I was getting very worried.
Say that again, Andrew.
I said
off,
before the banishment, I was getting very worried.
Things could have gone very differently.
This was the good ending.
Wait, what? How did we get here? What happened?
Yeah, what the fuck did
I assume
fucking Turtle dad?
No, Andrew actually missed it all. He missed the.
Oh yeah, you were here.
I
But
figured Legoin touched something he wasn't
Legoin.
supposed to.
He jumped in the coffin, and then the room started getting dark, and we all slid to the side, and then
Okay.
fell into
No.
a black void.
There was very
Leaving out
specifically-
facts.
Yeah, leaving out the real stuff.
I was about to get killed by the whatever her name is. She grabbed my foot, and I reacted by stabbing her in the head.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh,
And then the
Ellie.
room started turning.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Though I will admit to putting myself in that situation.
So
Though I
she
did
was
enter.
she was the fiend that was face down in there.
Mhm.
indeed,
Okay. So she became a fiend when Asmodeus gave her power. Is that kind of what happened?
Mhm.
Okay.
that is the idea.
Okay. So the dagger that he pulled out, was that just keeping her in stasis? Or like was keeping her dead in quotation marks?
It was
Okay.
a little old Kissiv had to take his prized possession away with him.
So he killed her before, essentially.
Did you miss that prologue?
Was that the one where they're riding on the horse in the winter?
Oh, before that.
When they were in the room with her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was
No, it's the
in
one
that
where she-
prologue?
It's the one where
Someone
she
gets ripped
transformed into a
apart?
demon.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, she parasite used.
Yeah, I don't remember when we turned into a demon.
Oh,
Maybe you
well,
weren't. Maybe you weren't Actually, maybe you weren't because I think that was a.
There was a day I wasn't here.
Oh yeah.
It was a few weeks ago.
Well,
That's
Yeah,
probably
you-
the,
AJ Rad's YouTube channel.
it was probably that day.
Awesome, man. This was a great short story, Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
This was really fun.
Thanks, man.
I love the
Yeah.
parts where you were describing something very horrific and then watching the faces that people would make, specifically Trent. You're just like, no. No.
It is. You do have a nice vocabulary when it comes to those descriptions.
I'm sorry, you said skin kite? Skin kite?
Yeah. Yeah.
Arthur, throw another rowboat.
Oh my god, I forgot about that already.
Yeah, because that worked so well the last time.
You never did get the patch that you wanted. So many patches were pulled.
It is funny though.
Oh fuck, I had that fucking window patch. I could have just fucking windowed out of that room.
Here, Andrew. That's the one. Yeah, you missed a pretty important prologue.
Yeah, you missed the prologue that basically explained everything we just saw in this room. Or well,
Andrew is there.
I don't have it.
Oh, well, you can watch it again.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, like I said, I didn't get about that prologue, like, Kisiv is ripped apart by the demon.
Yes.
So this is where you're saying the clone. Okay.
July 24th.
Because then Kisiv comes up behind the demon and stabs him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the body of her father.
Yeah.
There's a warm body in the other room.
But he used that body as a clone. So it's Kisiv inhabiting the body of her father.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I was probably potentially finishing up making dinner on that one.
Yeah.
Well, no session next week because Rhiannon has to work.
Yeah, it's the start of the school year.
Oh yeah, it is. We start tomorrow.
Ooh.
She technically
Stupid
started
kids.
today, but she has a week of like PDs and stuff. And next week, Monday and Tuesday are her first days with students with their parents.
Mhm.
Monday is a
Ooh.
full. It's like an 8 to 7 day. Just
Oh, like
scheduling.
open house and stuff. Oh,
Yeah, just conferences with students and their parents. So
we have a long day.
That's a full day.
You who goes to school? Jeez.
Right.
not me anymore. I don't want any conferences.
But with that said, 28th should be the finale. And then the next week we start back in Najera. I mean, sorry, we've been in Najera this whole time.
I will miss 2 weeks in September, unfortunately. Most likely.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you meant that this was the end of the campaign. Was this screen here?
Oh. I mean, if you guys wanna fucking die. What an ending! I can't believe you'd be okay with an ending like this.
It was like I thought it was just like open for interpretation. Like, okay, what do these people do after they're presented before a avatar of Asmodeus in like the hellish cosmos? It reminded me of kind of reminded me of like some weird Bloodborne thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
If we were planning to ever do this again, which I'm not, I could definitely stop it here. But
Dude, you just do like a space odyssey where we're all like our embryo selves just floating in space. What the fuck just happened?
we kill Asmodeus and then we just shift into a Spelljammer campaign and we play Space Odyssey, a full campaign.
I'm gonna be like the hippo thing, the hippo race.
Yeah,
I
gifts.
think-
Yeah, they're
that
very
was
cool.
Great.
cool.
Great job.
Great session, guys.
Yeah. Good
Pretty,
stuff.
Well, we're not playing
some-
next week. Andrew and Donovan, think about your 3 scenes that you want to do for the prologues back into, or for the downtime back
Can do.
into Ashura.
Okay. 3 scenes.
By the way, during my downtime, Carlos, I'm just gonna go find Visick and kill him. Real quick.
Downtime activity.
Yeah.
Kill the big bad guy.
My 3 scenes are going to be searching for him, finding him, and killing him.
Murder. Yep.
So
That
what are
easy.
what's the premise of the scenes? Like what are the guidelines?
So notable points that your character would want to explore. So like, for instance, to give an example from some NPCs, I suppose, like something notable for Dez, he would, during that first week, he's going to return to the library that he was protecting for a while and grab some things. So that'll have some consequences for you guys. You won't see that scene, maybe in a prologue, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like something notable for your character, that the first one could like spur the other 2 on, or and I'll write them all together so they can kind of weave in and out of each other too. There are already 3 or 4 of them that are going to connect together somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Fitzgoes will tie into a few of yours as well.
You're assuming
like-
he's gonna show up.
I said that he's going to be there that first day, and I'm going to give him a couple sessions, and if he stays those first 3 or whatever sessions, then I will start really integrating him into the campaign. Because I did a lot of work for Adira for her to just show up and then leave immediately.
Yeah.
Did not.
Now that's just your character, Barlos, Adira.
No.
Oh, she's dead. She's dead.
Died.
We're just gonna say she walked off into the forest, never to be seen again.
She wasn't even worth Kiss of like snapping her neck in front of us.
No,
Sorry, Visick. He was like, oh, I killed her off screen. Don't worry about it. I know you guys don't give a shit about her.
I know you guys appreciate Philip more.
Off
He's gonna
screen.
threaten his life.
Hilarious. No, but like an example, like Eric is gonna go home and do some things, so you'll get to see Eric's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know
Which
what she called Vern
She
Trent.
hot?
That's for Brackle to decide, I suppose. Once you get to know him.
Eric's very attractive. He comes from something.
Vern's gonna do some like tinkering work, so work on his glove or something like. I can't remember exactly what we talked about. And then what did we talk about, Billy? Teth is gonna work
We've
with
talked
Belle.
about a lot of
Do-
things.
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did. Do some stuff with his orb. So whatever. I mean, for you, one of the obvious ones, I suppose, would be to hold a meeting with Sekala and decide what your pact is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe next Monday though, Barlos, you're with Archer, but I could at least like text you about what's going on in Ezra.
You can text me anytime.
Is that right?
Yeah. I like talking about Dungeons and Dragons any hour that I'm awake during any day of the week.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Okay, so I'm gonna go play a D&D game now, guys.
Yeah.
I finally got a little bit further in it. Like I think I've like
Are any of you
5
guys
hours of it
playing
now.
with each other, a multiplayer, or
I'm playing a game with Fitzgo and our friend Nick, which love those guys to death. Nick is like never played a game like this before, so he's just like
Oh, dude.
accidentally killing like important NPCs and like instigating like all the bad things. Like that the game's built to do that. So like, I mean,
Right.
I've got my own separate game to play, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And Michael is the slowest person at doing things I've ever met in my entire fucking life, especially when it comes to inventory management and like buying and
Oh,
selling
no.
things at shops. And it's like,
Oh,
okay, we
yeah.
have to go back to town. It's like literally half a fucking hour for him to sell stuff. And it's just me and Nikki yelling at him the entire fucking time. He's like, oh, I'm selling stuff. It takes time. And I'm like, yeah, we understand it takes time. It doesn't take half an hour. But it's fun.
We've been waiting for 28 minutes.
He's like
And
my
absorbing
brother's like
lore
that.
from the shopkeep.
Yeah. That's the thing too, is like I don't expect them to like read every single thing that we come across, because there's a fucking lot, and that's stuff that I'm doing in my own game.
Mhm.
We just all that stuff that should take time is not taking time. We're just fucking just crushing through it. So, but it's interesting. A lot of the choices that they're making our part as a party are similar to what I was doing in my own campaign.
Mhm.
But second playthrough, I'm just gonna go just completely fucking evil and just see like how much different the game can be, because it's insane what you can do.
I'm playing as like Traffy when he would have been an adventurer, essentially, as closely as I can.
Yeah.
So, I just finished that chapel, that first chapel.
Oh yeah.
That's it. I just got
Did
out
you
of
get
there.
a?
So
Did you meet a? Oh god, I always forget his name. The skeleton dude.
yeah, the guardian of whatever it is.
God, what the fuck is his name?
King
The
Leoric.
one with the gold mask stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Mhm.
important you find him, because
Okay. Yep.
he can let you change your class if you want, or like if you want to like redo your levels, like respec stuff like that. He'll do that.
Mhm. I was bummed Goliath wasn't a class you could pick, so I just did half work.
Yeah,
Figured
I
it was
mean, I think
probably the closest.
that decision for a lot of those things is like what is faithful to Faerun during that time.
Yeah.
I don't think Goliaths are a big thing like that.
Yeah.
It's like same thing with like Warforged, where it's like
Mhm.
Warforged, they're part of Eberron, they're not really part of Faerun. So,
Okay.
but they
Gotcha.
do. There's some really really cool fucking lore that is like, like I've sent you guys pictures of stuff where they like call out to like the Lost Mines campaign. They like
Mhm.
acknowledge that like a party did that
Yeah.
and those things existed. There's they don't do Gauntlgrim, but they have a
Okay.
forge that is very similar to that forge. It's called the same thing. It's called the Grim Forge.
Okay.
So that exists
Cool.
in the game. They talk about the the disaster that happened over Neverwinter, and like
Mhm. When the
that whole
volcano
incident.
exploded or whatever.
Yeah, they talk about that. It's very fucking cool. So
That's neat.
lots of and they have like callbacks to like characters from the older games too, which I'm super excited about.
That's
Do they
awesome.
have any Easter eggs like of Critical Role or anything like that?
There was something that I thought could have been Critical Role related, but I don't remember what it is. I've already
Gotcha.
forgotten. I kind of saw it and I was like, that could be. It's probably not. It's probably more of like Critical Role. And honestly, like in D&D, there's so many tropes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's impossible to avoid the same tropes.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Trent, go build a PC. Play it.
I should. I need to.
Yeah, well, it's quite beautiful. My computer's been performing really nicely.
Is there stealth in the game? Like someone be a rogue pretty effectively?
Yep, that's what I'm playing. I'm playing a rogue.
Oh, cool.
That's funny. That's what I picked.
And you get
It's
to play other characters because you build like a party, even by yourself.
yeah.
So you
So
play
you get
like
to
a
play 4
whole camp.
characters.
Yeah,
The guardians, yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta hop off.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to
All
bed.
right.
Good
guys.
session.
See you, folks.
in
Good
2
night.
weeks.
Bye.
Bye.